What is up, everyone? Movie Wayne back again with another What's Coming Next Month. This is just me talking about all the movies and TV shows that are worth keeping an eye out for in the month of November 2020. Admittedly, there aren't as many as the month of October, probably due to film delays or what have you, but there are a fair amount to talk about here, and I don't go through every single movie and TV show, just the ones that might be worth your attention or ones that kind of stand out, because there is a lot more than this. But these are the ones that I think might be worth keeping on your radar. Now, our Prime Minister in the UK, these are all UK dates by the way, is set to make an announcement in a couple of hours regarding another lockdown. So whether that applies to cinemas or not, I don't know. So some of these cinema releases might end up coming to video or getting delayed. It is subject to change, so just keep that in mind. Also, there might be announcements throughout the month that I don't know about, because last month in October, Borat got announced about 3 in the 3rd day or the 4th month of October there. So I didn't know about that at the time of making my video. So something might get announced in a few days that is coming to Prime or Netflix or whatever that I just don't know about yet. Now these are Netflix, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, Shudder, and of course cinemas. So let's just get into what's coming next month. Okay, so there's no real release date for this. This is happening throughout the month of November. Every Friday we are getting a new episode of The Mandalorian. Yes, this is already released one episode just yesterday, October 30th, and it is going to continue to do so every Friday up until the 18th of December. I haven't watched the new episode yet. I might wait till there's a handful of episodes, but I know a lot of people have watched this and really enjoyed it. I loved the first season. So I'm really looking forward to checking this out. But I'm not really one of them who can just watch one and wait till the next week. I have to watch a handful, if not all of them. But I'm sure this is going to be great. Now I will leave the trailer down below for all of these. I think there's 2 TV shows or movies that don't have a trailer. But all the rest I will leave down below for you if you want to check them out. And the Mandalorian Season 2 trailer will be down below. I'm sure you've all seen it. But I'm really looking forward to checking this out, and I will be reviewing this full series 2 on the channel, just like I did with the first season. So, Mandalorian, I would give this my one to watch, which I pick something every month that is going to be my one to watch, one to keep your eye out for, one that might be the best to watch. However, I think I picked that last month, so I'm not going to pick it this month. I'll pick something different. But The Mandalorian, throughout November, if you've got Disney Plus, it's definitely worth watching. On November the 2nd, we are getting a Netflix original series called Paranormal. Now, this is subtitled, I forgot the country that it's from, but it's basically about an investigator who unwillingly gets asked to, look into paranormal activities. He doesn't want to, but he's got this gift that he can see through his mind, and he can see these ghosts that other people can't and stuff. So it looks kind of interesting. I wasn't blown away by the trailer or anything like that, but if you like your horror TV series, this might be worth a go. It looks interesting, nothing great, but then again, don't judge everything by the trailer. And if you do want to check that trailer, like I said, it will be down below. That is Paranormal, coming on the 2nd of November to Netflix. Now on November the 5th, this is one that I really do have an eye on. Coming to Shudder is a film called Blood Vessel, and this takes place in 1945, where a torpedo ship with lots of people on board is struggling to survive. They're running out of food and resources, and this vessel comes towards them, but it's got Nazi flags all over it, and they soon jump on board to try and survive, see if they've got any supplies or whatever. And there are monsters on this big vessel, so they've got to fight their way through all these monsters. Kind of looks like that movie Overlord a little bit, but on a ship. I haven't seen Overlord, I just know what it's about and stuff. This looks kind of interesting. I definitely will be checking this out and maybe bring a review to it. But looks like a good little horror action movie there, coming to Shudder. And Shudder, by the way, is definitely worth it. It's my favourite streaming service right now, and this only adds to stuff that I'm going to watch on the service, and they have some really good originals. So I have high hopes for this. When I first got Shudder, I didn't really think their originals would be all that good, but they have surprised me, and I'm hoping Blood Vessel does the same. November the 5th, Blood Vessel, keep an eye for that one if you've got Shudder. Now on November the 6th, we do have 2 cinema releases. One of them is going to be Train to Busan Peninsula. Now, I know a lot of people have already seen this movie who illegally download stuff. Yes, you know who you are. And I've heard very mixed things on this. I've heard it's not as good as the first movie, which is going to be hard to replicate anyway. But this doesn't really look like it takes place on a train, even though in the trailer there was part of it on a train. It looks like it all takes place in the city, and there's going to be hordes of zombies just running after people. Instead of the odd 1 or 2 zombies, it looks like it's just going to be a load of them, and that's what I've heard from people who have seen it as well. The zombies in Train to Busan were amazing, and I hope they stay the same type of zombies in this one. I'm sure they will. But I absolutely loved that first movie. Watched it for the first time last month, done a review on it, and I thought it was fantastic. So if this is half as good, I don't mind. It is hard to beat the original. You know, there's very few sequels that actually do. And Train to Busan is one of the best zombie movies ever made, in my opinion. So I'll be definitely checking this out. I hope the cinemas are still going to be open, and I'll go and review this movie. The next one we're getting is Horizon Line. Now, there is Limitless. I'm an Odeon Limitless member, and I can go and see this tomorrow, a week early, but it is coming to cinemas supposedly on the 6th of November to everyone. But I'm going to try and check this out now tomorrow, and this looks really good. It's like a thriller with this couple who are going across, you know, to a tropical island in a small little aircraft. Just them two and the pilot has a heart attack halfway through, and they have to go through thunderstorms, you know, the plane gets hit by lightning by the look of things, and just weird stuff happens, like malfunctions on the plane and stuff, and they haven't got a clue whatsoever how to drive a plane, and they have to do it across the Atlantic, and it looks really, really good. And this is one of the ones that I'm really looking forward to this month, and I'm hopefully going to go and see it tomorrow and review it. But stars the girl off Get Out, I forgot her name, Alison something, really sorry about that, but yeah, looks interesting and a good little thriller there, especially if you like disaster type movies. This one could be right up your street. So Horizon Line is coming on November 6th as well. And lastly, on November 6th, we are getting The Simpsons season 31. Yes, coming to Disney Plus. I think this might have already aired on Fox in the US there, but it's coming to Disney Plus, the whole season. And I can't believe The Simpsons has been going for 31 years. That is madness. And, you know, I don't know if I'm going to check this out because I think there's another 20 odd seasons that I haven't watched yet. I think I watched them all up to season 8 when I had them on DVD. But there's just so many episodes I haven't checked out. But if you're a big Simpsons fan, there you go. Season 31 is coming to Disney Plus. And Disney Plus do sort of own the rights to The Simpsons now, don't they? I don't know the ins and outs of it, but they're all on there. So another season getting added on November 6th to Disney Plus. Now on November 12th we are getting a haunted hotel type movie, and this is an Asian cinema release, and it's coming to Shudder. It's a Shudder original, and it's also known as Hotel Lake, but this is called The Lingering. And I had mixed feelings going into this trailer, but Asian horror is always interesting. They always do it a little bit different. Looks kind of creepy in places, but again, another Shudder movie, so my interest is high on this. I'll probably check it out. Horror is my favourite genre. But trailer down below, like everything else, if you want to check it out. I don't know too much about the film. I just know that she goes to a hotel, and the family that her family used to have a hotel room there, and it was kind of haunted, and she goes back to see if it still is, and apparently it still is. That's sort of the synopsis I got from the trailer, but I'll leave it down below if you want to check it out yourself. That is The Lingering, coming to Shudder on November 12th. Now on November 13th, this is going to be my one to watch. This movie is called Freaky, and this is coming to cinemas, and it's from the director of Happy Death Day. And Happy Death Day to You, believe. I think he's done the same too, and it looks like in the same style, like a horror comedy, and stars Vince Vaughn and Catherine Newton. Now what this movie is about is Catherine Newton gets killed by Vince Vaughn. Vince Vaughn's like the serial killer going around the town, and when he kills her, she goes into his body and he goes into hers, and they kind of switch, kind of like the movie Face Off, but more in a horror comedy type of way. And it looks like a really, really fun film. Vince Vaughn's going to act like a teenage girl here, and Catherine Newton, who's the teenage girl in this, has to be the murderer. And it looks really like a fun film, just one you can sit back to and just not take too seriously. And sometimes I love films like that, and this, I was really impressed with the trailer. You might think it looks absolutely terrible, but this is my one to watch of the month. That is Freaky, starring Vince Vaughn and Catherine Newton. Definitely going to try and catch this one. In fact, I will catch it no matter what and review it on the channel. That is Freaky, coming on Friday the 13th of November, so look out for that one. On the 17th of November, which is Life Day, according to the Wookiee calendar, in Chewbacca's home planet there, is going to be a LEGO Star Wars special, and this is going to feature characters like Rey and Finn, you know, from the newest trilogy there, and they go to Chewbacca's planet, basically. I don't know too much about this episode or anything like that, but they're just doing it for Star Wars fans. So yeah, I can't really say much more. There is no trailer for this. I've just seen one image, which is on screen right now for you. I don't know anything else about it. There is no trailer, so sorry about that, guys, but look out for that if you've got Disney Plus and you're a Star Wars fan. On the 17th of November, a Lego Star Wars special. So the 17th of November, if that's Life Day, the 18th of November is going to be the birth of Mickey Mouse. Yes, Mickey Mouse's birthday. And Disney Plus are bringing the wonderful world of Mickey Mouse to the streaming service. I think they're giving this is like short movies, like 15-minute, 10-minute shorts here. I think they're bringing 2 on this day and 2 maybe the week after. But what I like about this, it's all done in old retro style when Mickey Mouse first came out. And if you play the game Cuphead on the Xbox there, which is on PS4 now as well anyway, you will know what style of cartoon that is. And you know, I've just put the image on screen there, and that is my type of style of cartoon. And just because of the style, I might check this out. I'm not a big Mickey Mouse fan or anything like that, but I just love the style of the cartoon. And it's going to have Pluto and Minnie Mouse and all those characters in there who, you know, we all know and love in the world of Mickey Mouse. So I think this might be worth checking out, just to sit back for 15 minutes and watch a little short cartoon there. So the wonderful world of Mickey Mouse coming on Mickey Mouse's birthday, the 18th of November, to Disney+. On the 20th of November, we have got a weird-looking animated movie, and I didn't really like the look of this, but the trailer was 30 seconds long, and I thought, I've seen the trailer now, I'll just talk about it, and this is called Alien Xmas. So it's a Christmas movie about aliens, and aliens want to come down to Earth and steal Christmas and take it back to their home planet. That's the vibe I got from the trailer. I didn't really look up the synopsis or anything like that. But I'm not a big fan of, you know, the animation here. I'm not gonna lie. Looks like stop motion but bad CGI. Just looks like a bad Pixar movie, if that's the way to say it. But, you know, might be good. It might surprise me. I don't know. I don't even know. I'm gonna check it out. But I just thought you guys might like to know if you're getting in the mood for Christmas towards the end of November and stuff. That is Alien Xmas coming to Netflix on the 20th of November. Now on the 24th of November, I'm just going to say the title now. This movie is called Porno. And this is a Shudder original. And it's about these 3 people who work in this cinema. And they find like an old, you know, movie tape in this basement there. I don't know if it's like an adult movie theatre or whatever. But they watch it and they release this sex demon. That Custard's coming after them in the cinema and stuff, and it looks kind of good, you know. I was interested in this when I watched the trailer. It just looks like a horror comedy. It might be a full horror, I don't know, but it looked kind of horror comedy from the trailer, and I think this is a trailer worth checking out. So, because it's a Shudder original, I will definitely be checking this out. Looks interesting. It's on my radar. So that is Porno, coming on the 24th of November to Shudder. On the 25th of November, this might be on a lot of people's radars if they enjoyed the first movie, and this is the Christmas Chronicles Part 2 with Kurt Russell as Santa Claus, and it's coming to Netflix, of course, with like the original movie did, all in time for the month of December. So it's coming to the late end of November there, and I did watch the trailer for this at the start of the month, and it's skipped it, you know, it's lost my memory. I totally forgot what it was about. All I know is it looks like, you know, the young daughter from the first movie is in Christmas Town with Mrs. Claus, who's played by Goldie Hawn there. So Kurt Russell and Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus are both in this movie. And it looks like most of it takes place wherever, you know, obviously the North Pole, but in Santa's little hometown there. Best way of describing it. I don't know too much about the movie. Like I said, I've just forgotten the trailer, but I'm definitely going to be checking this out because I did enjoy the first one. I thought it was really good, and I really like Kurt Russell as Santa Claus. So 25th of November on Netflix, The Christmas Chronicles Part 2. Now, the only Amazon Prime release I've put on here is this one. This is coming on the 25th of November too, and it's called Uncle Frank. And this stars Paul Bettany, and he's been hiding a secret for like 30 years when he moved away from his family, and the fact that he's gay, but none of his family know that. And he's got to go to the funeral of his uncle or something. And, you know, I think he's going to take his partner, and he's gonna, you know, let the family know. It looks like a drama type movie, and the young girl from it, I totally forgot her name. I'm so sorry, Lily something. She's in this movie. She played Beverly Marsh in the first It movie, not the very first one, the remake. So in part one of the remake, so she's in this movie too. So maybe worth checking out if you like your drama, you know, deep story there. So that is the only Amazon Prime release I really thought was worth checking out. Most of them were like cooking shows and stuff like that. So I thought I'd put this one up there. It's got a high-end actor there. Paul Bettany's great in nearly everything that I see him in. So 25th of November, you got the Christmas Chronicles Part 2 and Uncle Frank. And lastly this month, we do have another Christmas movie, and that is coming on the 27th of November to Disney Plus, and this is called Noel or Noella. Don't know how you pronounce it because I'm thick, but this stars Anna Kendrick and Bill Hader, and this is basically Kris Kringle's son and daughter. Bill Hader is his son, called Nick Kringle, and he has become the new Santa Claus over time, and he goes missing for a weekend. So his sister, played by Anna Kendrick, I forgot her name, something Kringle anyway, she is going to be the new Santa Claus, so she's got to save Christmas. We've seen this plot a few times, not this exact plot, but someone else having to fill Santa Claus's boots and save Christmas, haven't we? So, yeah, Noella or Noel coming on Disney Plus on the 27th of November. This one actually looks kind of good, you know, for a Christmas film, if you're just wanting something light-hearted for the month of December, even though it's coming at the far end of November. Disney Plus, Noel, 27th of November. Okay guys, I hope you all enjoyed this What's Coming in November 2020. I do this at the end of every month for the next month. So if you want to subscribe, it's up to yourself. Don't forget to check out any of these trailers down below of the ones that you like the look of. And the only trailers that aren't there are Lego Star Wars Christmas Special and The Wonderful World of Mickey Mouse. I only had images for them, but there are trailers for everything else. And if there's anything I missed, I do apologise, but please correct me in the comments if not. Take it all easy, guys. I'll see you all next time.